Hello, Dihessa here. So this is part 3, the last part of the series Your Mind Movies that I started sharing about a couple of weeks ago, where I was sharing, I have been sharing with you three, like I shared two already, but the whole series is about sharing three overlooked visualization that will shape your income, it will shape your client results in business, and also shape the way that you show up in life in general, right? This third one is a very particular one, simply because it's probably not something that you will think about like this. But for me, the moment that I started doing it, it really has shaped how I show up in life, and how I appreciate life in general, right? So, what am I talking about? What are you talking about, Dihessa? Right? This came about when, this is going to be really weird, when, anyways, a lot of people I talk about like how I have a spiritual teacher. And one day I was in training with him when he really was sharing how all the trainings that we've been doing, all the trainings that you do actually is all about preparing you for the moment of death, right? It's everything, like everything. Like training your energy, opening your heart, loving yourself more. All these things, the whole purpose of it is for preparing you for the moment of death, meaning the moment that we die. Why that moment is so important, right? This, it really does it. Like, I feel a little bit weird talking about this, but this is truly something that has really changed the way that I look at life, right? Depending on, or regardless of whether you believe in the fact that maybe we are here on planet Earth for, like expansion, spiritual expansion, or spiritual growth, or whatever it is, right? I'm one person who I feel I was so fortunate. I think it was such a blessing for me, even though at the time, even though even at that time, I knew it was a blessing. It was such a huge blessing, but it was also painful. If you've ever had the opportunity to witness somebody really kind of like transitioning to the other side, somebody passing away, somebody that maybe that's probably not a word that I'll say here on YouTube, like really transitioning, passing away, right? Like I had the tremendous opportunity and blessing to be there in the room the moment that my dad passed away, right? Again, it was a very painful moment of my life, but when I think about it today, I feel like it was such a beautiful gift that you can call it heaven, the world has gifted me. And if you've ever had that opportunity, like it feels like, if you've been in a room like that, it feels like something really just shifts in such a big way. Perhaps if you've had such an experience, actually, like, I'm a weird person. I like to hear other people's, if you in a space where you can share, obviously. Like, if you've had that kind of experience, I'll really, like, you can share with me in the comments and tell me what your experience was like. For me, it was kind of like a mixed. There was a part of it that was obviously very painful, but there's a part of it for me that was so graceful, so very divine. You can even use that word. So, like, you can feel, like, I could even feel the energy in the room, like, very much changing. But even beyond that, like, like, what I really want to talk about is, if you've ever witnessed somebody passing away, how they pass away matters so much. Right? Some people are very agitated. Some people are hanging on, like, have so much attachment, right? Clearly, I've had quite a few experiences with life and death and people passing away. I feel like the more, like, now I think about it, I've thought about it quite a bit lately. I'm now officially 50 years old. And it seems like as the longer you live on planet Earth, the more chances, I don't know if you want to call that chances, the more opportunities you have had to have people live your life, you know. And someday we all will get there. And so I started thinking about, right, like, anyways, that was a little bit of pre what I'm sharing here. I started thinking about, like, how is it, because I've had different experiences. And for my dad, it was really beautiful. He was, you know, like, it's like he was ready, he was prepared, he was, like, anyways, like, it was what it was, right? And I love that he was prepared and he was ready. And when the moment came, there was no struggle. He just left, right? And I think about that a lot. I think about, like, how I want to die, you know? And recently I actually started visualizing how I want to, like, die. Right? Is it creepy? Does this sound creepy to you? Right? And I visualize this quite often, right? We are so busy visualizing the money that we can receive, which I have nothing against. I love money plenty, right? We're so busy visualizing about, like, all the experiences that we want to have. Again, like, I have, like, I love experience. I love, that's why we're here. We in the physical realm. This is why we are here. But what I also often think about is that this physicality of mine is very, very, very temporary, right? Even if we live 100 years, like, I'm 50 freaking years old now. It's like, when did that happen? Like, how did I turn 50? It's like, I'm 50 years old. When did this happen? Right? Like, it's like a blink of an eye. It's like a blink of an eye, right? Like, it feels to me like when I look at my youngest son, my youngest son just turned 22, like a couple of weeks ago. Like, when did that happen? Like, it feels like it was only yesterday I was holding him in my arms at the hospital. It really feels like that in a split second. So even if we live to be 120 years, I have a sense that it will, at the end, it will feel like a split second, like that. It went by like that, right? And so I often think about, how do I want to die? Do I want to die agitated? Do I want to die surrounded with love? Do I want to die? Most important, that's one thing that I visualize a lot, is I want to die at peace with myself. You know? I want to die letting go of all the attachments that I may have gathered in this lifetime. Right? Some people at the moment, oh, this conversation is very interesting and weird. Some people get so attached even to their physical body, so much so that they don't want to let go. Right? So I think about that. I visualize all of these things. And the more I started visualizing this, I feel like it's the ultimate visualization you can ever do. It's like the ultimate visual, like, I feel like for me, I may be completely wrong about this, right? Again, like I always talk about, we have our physical body, there's a deadline to this physical body, there's a deadline, like, it's guaranteed, right? And we are so busy with this physical body. Like, I love my body. Like, I tell my body every day, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you, my body. Thank you for carrying my soul. Thank you for doing all this work for me. But this body has expiration, this, my clothes, all the things, right? But what if beyond the physical body, there is something that will live on forever and forever and forever? And that part, for me, I call it my soul. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But when I feel that part of me, it is energy. Right? When I feel that part of me, the essence of it itself is energy. And so what that really means is that, how do I want my energy to be like the moment that I die? Right? I literally started visualizing that. Right? It felt so freeing. Right? First of all, one thing that it did really was it started chipping away that fear of death, really. It started chipping away at that fear of death, because one day it will happen. Right? But the other thing it did as well is, if I'm visualizing how I want to die, my last day on earth, If I'm visualizing, oh, I want to die at peace with myself. I want to die with joy. I want to die. Like I remember when like literally, like if again, this conversation is very weird. Like I remember like the few hours, like it was so strange. The few hours before my dad passed away, he became so radiant. Like his face was filled with so much light, right? And I've heard many people tell me their experiences like that, how their loved one, just a few days or a few hours before they pass away, they become very like handsome and very beautiful because they have so much light, right? And I feel like I have the sense that the only people that kind of experience happen to when they're passing away, it's really people who have surrendered. It's really people who have really let go, like surrendered and let go of a lot of their attachment and are in peace with themselves. And I've also experienced other people passing away where they're holding on to they're holding on so much, right? And even like like you can see it like in their face, like their face is like, it doesn't matter what the color of their skin is, like their face feels very dark and they're having a hard time. They have a really hard time letting go, right? And there's a lot more suffering that comes along with that. But like when you compare that with people, even like with people who like maybe like their physical body is even in pain, right? Like people who pass away with cancer, all these things, right? But when they are at peace with it, like day and night, like they're bright, blah blah blah. It's like peace and all these things. Anyways, so with all of that said, right? With all of that said, for me that is the ultimate visualization. And when I visualize how I want to die, for me it guides how I want to live. This is why I wanted to do this particular video, because when I can think about the end, right? Not in a creepy way, not in blah blah, not in the way of, oh, I'm so afraid I'm going to die. All of us are going to die, blah blah blah. It's not like that. It's like, oh, when I think about my last moment, when I make peace with the fact that I'm going to die one day, it's inevitable, right? If I am the ultimate creator of my life, if I'm the ultimate creator of like everything that happens, every step, if my energy dictates that, if my mind dictates that, if my actions dictate that, then how is it that I want to die the last day of my life, right? So it really dictates. Oh, I hope I don't start crying on this video because I'm so moved when I start talking about this. It dictates how I show up in my life. It dictates how I interact with my loved ones, my husband, my children. It dictates how I interact with my clients. It dictates how I show up, the decisions that I make in my business. It dictates all of that, right? It dictates all of that, right? So with all that said, shall we step into the visualization of this? This one, I don't want to do anything else but to just simply sit down, then bring your hands down on your knees. First, breathe in deeply into your chest. And as you breathe out, move energy from your chest out through your fingertips. With your mind, you can move energy that way, which means when you breathe in, fill your lungs, your chest. Fill your lungs with fresh oxygen. And as you breathe out, any heaviness that you may have around your chest, you can move it from your chest to your shoulders. With your mind to your elbows, to your wrists, out through your fingertips. You can also feel that energy moving out through your toes, out through your pores as well. Breathe in deeply into your chest and breathe out through your fingertips, through your toes, through your pores. Breathe in deeply into your chest. Breathe out through your mouth, through your fingertips, through your toes, through your pores. Now bring your focus to your lower belly breathing. Feel your lower belly expanding as you breathe in and relaxing as you breathe out. Feel your lower belly expanding as you breathe in and relaxing as you breathe out. Feel your lower belly breathing, expanding and relaxing. Your eye gaze, even though your eyes are closed, are towards your lower belly. And now in this space, visualize yourself, imagine yourself, not today, but years from now, when the moment comes for you to go. Visualize where you are. Visualize the environment around you. Visualize how you're feeling inside of you. How your heart is feeling. Visualize yourself being grateful for all the life that you have lived. Visualize yourself being grateful for all the people and experiences that you've had in this lifetime. Visualize yourself being grateful for your body that has carried your soul through this lifetime. Visualize all the humans who've been in your life through joyful times, painful times, with gratitude for all of it and all of them. Gratitude for them having been some sort of teachers for you in this lifetime, some sort of companions. Then bring all of your focus to you in this moment. What is happening? What's happening in your heart? What's happening with your mind? Are you at peace with this moment? Have you lived your life fully? Are you being grateful for that? Feel all the energy around it. Feel your energy being bright. Feel yourself being in the surrender moment. And anything else you want to add to it, you can add to it in your imagination, in your visualization. Are you saying and sharing love with your loved ones and saying goodbye? Whatever it is, with lots of gratitude. And then you can finish it here. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. That's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it very much, even though it might be some sort of unconventional visualization or topic. I hope that it has served you. And I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.